All right, Sony just told a husband no, and the internet is furious. A man tried to access his wife's account after she passed away, and Sony refused. Oh, no
Okay.
transfers, no exceptions, and no workaround. To Sony, it's a policy issue. To players, it's very fucking personal. So when everything you've bought is tied to one account, do you really own anything? This isn't just about one family. This is about the rules of digital ownership.
Are you not entertained?
And this is where it gets uncomfortable. From Sony's side, the policy is clear. Accounts are non-transferable. They're tied to a single user, and breaking that rule opens the doors to quote unquote reportedly skeptically fraud, resale, and
What?
abuse. From a legal standpoint, Sony is protecting the system in their minds, but from a human standpoint, it feels very fucking cold and very fucking personal. This wasn't somebody trying to sell an account or exploit the system. It was a spouse trying to access years of purchase, memories, and content already fucking paid for. And that highlights the real problem with all digital ecosystems. When libraries are locked to one individual instead of households, death, emergency, or life changes suddenly become legal dead ends. There's no inheritance plans for digital games. So this isn't really a Sony only issue, it's a industry problem. Because if
Mm-hmm.
platforms don't figure out how to handle such cases like this one, players are going to keep asking the same scary question. What happens every time we buy? And what happens to that product when we're fucking gone?
Absolutely. So I'm gonna get straight into the nitty gritty. A grieving husband reportedly lost access to over 150 digital game licenses associated to his late wife's PlayStation Network PSN account. After being locked out of the email address used for the account recovery, Sony Interactive Entertainment policy generally dictated that PSN accounts and their associated digital licenses are non-transferable and cannot be inherited. Oh well. User on Reddit Slade Zero explained that his wife Terry passed away in 2018. Rest in peace, Terry. He had initially been advised by PlayStation support to continue using her account on their shared console. Recently, the account became locked out due to incorrect login attempts. He was unable to use the password reset function because the associated Gmail account was no longer active. Google had likely closed it due to inactivity or upon being notified of the user's passing away. When purchasing digital games, users are typically buying a license. I'm going to say that one more time for you all. You are purchasing a license, not the game when you buy it digitally, to use the content, not the content itself. This license is tied specifically to the account holder and usually expires upon their passing away. Yeah, we're not going to use that. If a representative of an estate formally notifies Sony of a user's passing, Sony's official procedure is often to close the account, rendering all associated digital content permanently inaccessible. This is what I had been harping on. This is the hill I will stand on about physical media being ownership and king. Yes, I understand it. Give it the times, infamous, but this shit right here, this is absurd. Even PlayStation that told them, hey, just keep the account on the system, which, yeah, I get that, but of course, all things will be, whatever the case may be, the more you do not use them. And according to the reports, he showed passing away certificate, driver's license, marriage license, all private things he shouldn't have had to do or needed to do just to quell Sony's nervousness to see if they would have been, hey, are you trying to steal this? And they told him no. Now I understand protecting IP, protecting their network, even though their network is not all that great at times. But there has to be special circumstances for special cases. If he can prove the purchasing of the games, and from the report, he was the main purchaser of the games, credit card statements, everything in between. What is the problem when they're in, since they own the system, to just shuffle everything over to a new account? I understand it could probably be hard not knowing the back end or the back end dealings and network infrastructure, but come on. 150 game licenses and everything else under the sun, memories that he had with him and his wife, are now just simply gone. You don't own it physically, you just do not own it. And I'm not gonna gonna lie, this is fucking scummy as shit. And I don't understand how whoever he talked to in PlayStation support, or let alone, he probably should have called Sony Corporation themselves for them to just be like, hey, all right, we'll see what we can do. This is bad publicity. This just makes you tone deaf, anti-consumer, and not giving a fuck. And I'm gonna say it one more time. You don't own shit when you buy it digitally.
Yeah, this is the dark side of digital ecosystem, and it's very unfortunate this spouse situation. He's already lost his wife. I mean, they are a shared household. He's probably paid the credit card payment that the wife probably purchased a lot of this stuff, or bank account that this stuff was purchased on. So I feel like that does give him some type of ownership over said product, whether it's in her account or not. Like, he paid, his funds were associated with purchasing this digital input. It's very unfortunate. It's very nasty, especially in the wake of fucking PlayStation accounts being hacked. Like, shut the fuck up. Who are you talking about? Like, and some people will point out, like, hey, this is because Sony is a Japanese company and they could care less about a husband in here in the US. I don't know. Listen, I don't know if they will make an exception if this was a Japanese man. I'm not saying that, but that I know that is some things I saw on the internet when I was researching this. It's just very scummy. It's very anti-consumer. It's very nasty, and it really puts in perspective that, hey, when you pass, you need to leave behind in the will all your logins to everything that you might think is insignificant, because that whole log, and then too, the accounts being hacked. Who's to say that the account wasn't overtaken by some hacker and caused the password to change that was unauthorized? So it could be a numerous of reason why the husband password he was using to log in didn't work anymore. It could have been a fault of PlayStation's security network shit. So, it's very, very fucked up, which I know in the background that, PlayStation could make this right. They could give him access to the account again. It is very, very much in their ability to do so. They are choosing not to, though. And that's why this issue is very, very personal, because it feels like, bruh, you fucking me over just to fuck me over. This has nothing to do with your security, because as we know, your security is shit anyway. And I'm not going to promote this husband to do something, hackerish to get access to his wife's account again. But I'm just saying, PlayStation could make this right. This could have been a non-factor. They could have gave this husband what he needed to keep on pushing and keep it fucking moving. Now, you already have all this bullshit in the media that you've having hacks, people accounts are being hacked, and then you can't give this husband access to his wife's shit. And like I said, he could have lost access because the account could have got hacked. Who's to say somebody didn't change his password that wasn't authorized? And now that he put in so many times wrong, you fucking him over? It's just real nasty work. I'm very, very much disappointed. And this is a long list of fuck ups that Sony has been doing recently. And this is why I've been saying fuck Sony, fuck Nintendo. They've been moving very, very similarly with the little nasty shit they're doing. And not to say Sony is as bad as Nintendo, but they very like-minded in their stubbornness, and they're not easily moved. You would think a husband showing his wife death certificate would give some type of leniency or some type of thing. Now, you can get in the comments, especially all the network security and cybersecurity people saying, hey, it is what it is. That's the policy. That's why we have security audits and stuff like that for security protocols and procedures. Listen, I get that. I take cybersecurity classes right now. I understand, but at some point, we are humans, and we need to give human elements some type of grace. And this man lost his wife. These are more than just video games to him. This is his wife's memory. And so hopefully, I wish nothing but for Sony and PlayStation to do the right thing for this husband, because listen, he lost something that is irreplaceable. So don't take away something that probably gives him a little bit of closure, a little bit of comfort at night, playing the games that he probably played alongside his wife. So, just do the fucking right thing, Sony and PlayStation. Like, get over yourselves, because baby, you got way bigger fish to fry than this husband trying to get access to his wife's PlayStation account. Because baby, your whole infrastructure is fucked as far as security, and it kills me. You're not even top tier in your security. Your security is so lax in so many ways, but this is where you choose to stand in the grace of, oh, we worried about security. No, you're fucking not. No, you're not. People accounts are being hacked every fucking day on PlayStation Network, and this is where you're trying to take a security stance. Fuck out of here. Fuck Sony. Fuck PlayStation. Fuck every motherfucking thing they stand for. In this case, I don't give a damn. And the comments can kill me and say I'm being irrational. I'm thinking emotionally. Hell, fuck yeah. This man lost his wife. Sony needs to get over themselves, and he needs to call corporate and talk to whoever he needs to talk to. Somebody need to make this right. Hey, but let us know in the comments below if you think he should get access to his wife digital library, or are you in favor of that security and policy that Sony and PlayStation has in place is the policy. And what would you do in this case? Like, would you want your wife's PlayStation account? Would you want all the games you probably helped her buy over the many of years y'all probably been playing PlayStation? Let me know in the comments below, because baby, I feel like I have some type of ownership for anything that my spouse buys. Like, especially we have a shared account, we have a shared income household, motherfucker, that's mine. That's 50% mine. Like, and let me know in the comments how you feel, because I'd be very, very much interested in how the viewers look at this topic.
And that's it for this video of Are You Not Entertained podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll never miss our next hot take. Until next time, Are You Not Entertained?